Take one. G'day folks, I'm Mick from Ironman. Cut! G'day folks, I'm Mick van Zyl from Ironman 4x4. Replacing your tyres due to age rather than replacing them due to wear. This is a good question that was posed to us by one of our Ironman customers. This lucky fellow has a Land Cruiser dual cab 79 series pickup truck that is fully kitted out. It's rigged as an overlanding vehicle. And he's fortunate enough to have this thing parked in his garage for 11 months in the year, and he only uses it for 1 month in the year when he does his overlanding. So this 5-year-old truck only has about 40,000 kilometers on it, and he put a set of brand new all-terrain tires on it when it was new. At the time of fitting these tires, they were already 1 year old, so there was 1 year that had lapsed between their manufacture and their first fitment. So in essence, his tires are already 6 years old. And somebody said to him recently that your tires are older than 5 years and you need to replace them. And he's asked the question whether that is true or not. And the short answer is no, not necessarily. In doing this video, I've decided to do some investigating myself. I've jumped onto the website of all the major tire manufacturers, and it really was a mixed bag of information that I found on these websites. And I'll summarize some of the points that did make sense. A lot of them stated that the life of a tire is around 10 years. Anything over 10 years, they absolutely need replacing. The first 5 years of the tire, you're left to your own devices to look after them properly. Thereafter, so between 5 years and 10 years, and remember, we're talking about the tire's life since date of manufacture, not when you fitted them. Those last 5 years, you should annually pop into your wheel and tire expert, obviously one that is affiliated with the brand of tire you use, and let them advise you whether or not those tires are still good to be used. Now, I don't need to tell you that that is, well, that's a problem, because wheel and tire shops are not in the business to save you money, they're in the business of making money. So it's anybody's guess what type of advice you're going to get from those guys. Not all of them, but certainly a good portion of them. So what I would suggest is having a good relationship with a really good tire shop and that you're comfortable with the advice that they give you. Obviously, most of us use our tires and use the tread of our tires up long before the 5 or the 10 years are over, but this is specific advice for those people that have vehicles that they don't use often and where they actually run out of time before they run out of tire tread. So if you want to get the maximum tire life out of your tires, you really need to maintain them properly. A couple of things to look out for are tire pressure. Always use the correct tire pressure depending on the load you're carrying and the terrain you're covering. The second thing to look out for is proper wheel alignment. Do it regularly, make sure that your wheel alignment is not chewing up your tire tread. The third thing to maintain are your shock absorbers. Worn shock absorbers wear your tires, so always make sure that you have good shock absorbers fitted to your vehicle. And probably one of the more important aspects of tire maintenance is proper rotation. I personally rotate my tires every 5,000 kilometers. I drive a rear-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, so I rotate the front tires crossed over to the rear, and I move the rear tires straight to the front. That gives all 4 of your tires an equal opportunity to experience forward forces, rearward forces, as well as lateral forces in the use of the tire. It's all about safety, folks. Look after your tires and stay safe.